take this personally, Romelo. It won't work. You do your thing, I do my thing, you know? It won't work. We can't work with Akata. Akata. What is this Akata shit?
Like American?
Oh, shit.
Cotton picker.
And you know, after you get a beat down from people, you need a friend. Like, I guess Spence needs a friend today. What? No. Brother, my brother, I love both of them. But that beat down that he took, I couldn't sleep last night. I love my brother from Nebraska, but I couldn't sleep thinking about the pain of my brother Errol Spence.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cobrahead, and we're back with a quick one. Just wanted to give my post-fight coverage on the fight. Saw the fight. I watched it again on my own without, family around. Definitely watched a lot of, boxing analysis videos and a lot of the post-fight videos, the fanfare reaction and stuff like that. And, I want to get into a lot of things. But first, I want to give props to Terence Crawford. He looked, absolutely amazing in the fight. As you guys know, I did have Errol Spence winning the fight by 11th round knockout. Of course, that did not happen. As far as the fight, Errol, he honestly, just didn't look like himself. He seemed just, shaken by every, punch that Terence Crawford threw. And in my breakdown, when I was going over the punch stats, I definitely was talking about the amount of volume punching that Errol Spence needed to do in order to win the fight, to break Terence down. But if you guys do remember, I also mentioned the efficiency of Terence Crawford's punches, meaning, he was, very sharp with his punches, landing 50% of his punches, in rounds. And that definitely was the case in the fight. From my observation, Terence Crawford was excellent at punching in between, Errol Spence's shots, being, just a true counterpuncher. And one of the things that I noticed also, or that a lot of people may or may not know, Terence Crawford is naturally right-handed, orthodox, and he fights southpaw. So that means his lead hand, his strong hand, his strength hand is the front hand. So, when he hits you with that shot that he was catching Errol with, when he was throwing that looping left and he countered him, the first punch, that was his strongest punch. And that's why Errol went down kind of easy in that second round. Even though it was a 1-2, that first one was stronger than the second one because that was his right hand, his lead hand. So, it was just a lot of nuances that I picked up. I also want to, say that Terence Crawford is a man. Terence Crawford is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. No question about it. I don't want to hear nothing else. That man put on a tremendous performance. With that being said, I also want to definitely give props to his trainer, Bomac McIntyre, man. Bomac knows how to dissect a fighter, and if you listen to his interviews and stuff like that, he really broke down, some small nuances that I don't know because I'm not a boxer, but I was definitely willing to listen and kind of get some insight on what he was saying. And he talked about how, they train Crawford to be constantly moving, don't stand still, because that's when Errol is going to get off. Terence has good feet. He's very agile, constantly moving, a moving target. He wasn't a sitting target. And then he also talked about how they took advantage of the wide stance of Errol Spence, real wide stance, flat-footed, so he could sit down on his punches to kind of get off. But he said, that he said something about, that drops the target, like Errol becomes shorter, and Errol was taller than Bud. So he talked about those things. And of course, he talked about his counterpunches. So, they really believe in being a true boxer. And Bud is a true boxer with punching power. Put on a tremendous fight. He looked excellent, and the night was his. From the ring walk with Eminem, from it being his mother's birthday, like all of the stars was aligned, and flat out, man, he whooped Errol Spence's ass. I would like to see the fight at 54. I would, because Errol definitely was drained. It kind of reminded me of when Andre Ward fought bad Chad Dawson, and Chad Dawson had to come down to super middleweight from light heavyweight, and every time Errol hit him, he was just real wobbly, and that's kind of the way Errol looked at me. I think Deontay Wilder said the same thing. So boxers really they really could tell that something was physically wrong with Errol, but at the same time, I mean, is that gonna like really make the difference in the next fight? I would still go for Errol Spence 100%. And I would still choose Errol to try to win the fight, just like I chose Deontay Wilder to win the fight against Tyson Fury. I'm not going to quit on him and do what all these people are doing on the internet, man. I'm not like that. So I just wanted to give my insight on that. I'll definitely give a breakdown later, but that was all I had. It's your boy Corberhead. Please like and subscribe. Please follow the channel. Thank you, and I'm out.
Well, don't take this personally, Romero. It won't work. You do your thing, I do my thing. It won't work. We can't work with Akata.
Akata. What is this Akata shit? Like American?
Oh, shit.
Cotton picker.